Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for the month of February. We're going to go ahead and get started on this reading and see what we have going on for you. So let's see, what do we have for messaging for Capricorn, please, for February? What do they need to hear? I'm going to be pulling from multiple decks throughout the reading here. And then at the end of the reading, I'm going to roll the dice, as I always do for monthly readings, and we'll see what numbers come out for you to see if there's any special days of the month to be on the lookout for. Let's go ahead and get started on this reading. What do we have going on for Capricorn? What messaging do they need to hear, please? What cards do they need to see? Anything that's significant for the month of February. Wow. Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. Number 47. Man, and I just heard the message, it's okay to get a little dirty. That was what came out with that Pig Spirit. It's okay to get a little dirty. So there might be a little bit of elbow grease getting put into some work that you're doing in the month of February, but it says Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely, and it's okay to get a little dirty. I like it. And then we have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Card number 28. Clear out the clutter. This could be a good sign as far as starting your spring cleaning earlier than expected. Maybe it could be a good time for you to also make some money on that clutter if you like. We have quite a few cards jumping out here. Let's make sure that I am going to be using all of them. Maybe not. Okay. So we start off with the King of Wands. Okay. So King of Wands jumping out first thing, first card. This is all about taking on a challenge, being confident and taking the action necessary. For some of you, this is actual physical activity moving forward, going with that Pig Spirit card as well as getting a little dirty. So there is some physical action that is required of you this month. So King of Wands is always a card of action for me. It's time to move forward. It's time to get started. So when I see the King of Wands, I see it typically when people are stuck in a dream phase. They're stuck in a wish this would happen phase instead of I'm going to go after it. I'm going to do what is necessary. So King of Wands comes out because it's time to take those actions. All right. Then we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups can symbolize things from our past coming back into our life. So experiences, people, things, ideas, could be thoughts. Sometimes it's even like a smell that takes us back into a time when we were younger. So it's an overall feeling of nostalgia. This could be somebody from your past, though, that comes in. But overall, we see that we have that Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles also looks back at what we've done. What seeds have we planted to grow what we've grown? What are we harvesting right now? Because that's what we planted. Those are the actions that we took. So I feel like there is this potential for you to reflect back and say, what do I need to change? What new actions do I need to take in order to create the future of my dreams? So there is this feeling of looking back. You also could be looking back at what maybe has worked in the past for you, and circling back to those type of actions as well. It's almost like this feeling of, because of this Frog Spirit, this clear out the clutter, it's like this feeling of simplifying things. It's almost like you've made things more difficult because you thought it was going to bring success or bring that dream life that you've always wanted. And instead, we're going back to a simpler time, I feel like, and we're taking actions based on that simpler time or that simpler mentality, I feel like. Now we also have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so once we clear that out, once we go back and we realize what was working in the past or what worked for us before, we immediately get the green light. It's this green light, go, go, go. Knight of Swords is all about taking that action, jumping right in, high energy, ready to conquer, let's go. It's all about ready to move forward. It's also a warning, though, to definitely make sure you plan things out accordingly so that you're not failing per se. And then we also have the Queen of Cups that jumps out. And the Queen of Cups comes out as a sign of expressing yourself, typically through art or some type of spiritual awareness, spiritual attachment. I almost feel like you get this guidance, this sign from spirit. And we see that she's at peace. She is receiving the messages. She's downloading the information that she needs to kind of push forward into her dream life. And I feel like there is this full-on potential for this new action that's coming in for you, for sure. And it's going to be new action, but it's still going to be old action. You know, like I just get this feeling of maybe it's something that you only dabbled in the past, and it was going good, but then whatever you're doing now is what took off, and it kind of took the time away from that. So I get this feeling like some of you maybe have the time to actually reflect on what has been working, but it's giving you this full-on feeling of jumping right in. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands. My goodness. And this is all about new energy, new movement, your time for action, finding a new sense of purpose, which also can be, you know, the Queen of Cups, having this sense of purpose, having this sense of enriching our soul, doing something that we truly want to do. So Ace of Wands is this almost like this feeling of, you know, that's your shadow self. You're ready for this. You're ready to jump into something new, I feel like. And that's the true meaning of that energy coming out. But let's see what else we have. What other cards do we have for Capricorn, please? What do they need to hear? There it is. All right. So yeah, we have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, this looking back, this reflecting, or this changing what you're planting is going to bring about some type of bad feeling, this feeling of losing something, this feeling of leaving something behind. A lot of times we don't like to look back, or we don't like to look at the results of the actions that we put in, because maybe you didn't get the results that you're looking for. So it's going to give you this negative feeling for some. The Three of Swords also comes out as a card of tremendous change coming into our lives. So also, while it can a lot of times symbolize negativity for some readings, a lot of times it's showing that it's opening up the door to change within our lives. And it also shows that this is your opportunity to really focus on yourself and grow your own life here. Because then you have this Ten of Pentacles that jumps out, which is truly beautiful card, especially for Capricorn. This is comfortable, secure environment, all about success and really going after this legacy that you would like to leave behind, possibly for your family. Because we see here that they're in this palace. You know, he has the finest robe on, has the dogs, he has the family all around him. So there's this feeling of, you know, leaving behind this legacy, leaving behind this inheritance. You know, this can be a card that symbolizes formulating your will, making sure that your loved ones are taken care of, you know, whenever you are not around anymore. So it also can symbolize, you know, making money even when you're not working. So this could be working on your 401k, your pensions, things like that, investments. Those all can be reasons for the Ten of Pentacles to come out. This could be a time for you to really be taking financial advice, working with financial advisors on what it is that you're trying to create moving forward. But let's go ahead and see what other cards come out for Capricorn, please. What else do they need to know about? Thank you so much. Thank you. Cards do not want to come out for you today, do they? So we first have house. So house playing a very prominent role, your home playing a very prominent role this month. Some of you could be changing your scenery, changing where your house is actually, or where your home, I should say, is located. So some of you are changing where you actually live, or you're changing things up within the home. This is a great opportunity to work on just the atmosphere and the environment that you currently live in, cleaning things up, just like we had with that frog card, cleaning out the clutter. So really opening up the space and making your house more of your home. And then we have Privileged Lady. Now this could represent you or somebody within your life. Privileged Lady is just overall just somebody who has what they need and more so than they expect. So it's kind of this feeling of getting what you want, which actually is a positive sign because you are being given what you want. You're giving the results of the actions that you're putting in. So very positive sign there with that Privileged Lady card. But let's see what numbers we have for Capricorn, please. We have number 8 and 14. Add those together, you have 22. Now those can be lucky days of the month of February, days to be on the lookout for, or they could be numbers to be on the lookout for in your daily travels. And we have numbers 1 and 4, or add those together, you have 5. But very cool reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate everybody that stops by to watch their reading here. And thank you for hitting that like and subscribe. I'll see you in your next reading, my friend. Goodbye.